To be 100% honest, I honestly don't know how to start this. I wouldn't really call this like a podcast. Maybe you could call it, but in my mind, the way I envision a podcast or the way I would want to do one isn't like this. So like until I guess I kind of get that whole vibe and feeling of how I would like it to be, I'm just gonna call these, I guess, sit and talks or something like that. I don't know. But we'll figure it out the more we go on. But as you guys can see from the title of this video, being a YouTuber, man, it sounds like the perfect job. You make videos every day, and you get paid for it. Like how doesn't get much easier than that. But that's what comes, from an outsider's perspective in, that's what it looks like. You just, chill at home, make videos, vlog, whatever, gaming, edit, upload, and you make money. Like, that's your job. Like, it looks so easy. Like, yeah, it does. Like, even I thought that before I really dove into it. But the more you really get into it, and the more I get into this, sorry, the voice cracks. The more I get into this video, the deeper understanding I'm hoping that you guys will get from the inside point of view of a YouTuber and the struggles, and I mean struggles, that comes with it. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you guys who are like, how, like, it's YouTube. What struggles? What? Oh, no video ideas. I mean, that is a struggle, but it's not one of the big ones. But that does come with it, But before I get too far ahead, I don't know. There's not going to be any edits in this video. It's just going to be me sitting here talking to you guys and just, having a good time. So before we get deep into it, my YouTube journey. So I started off on YouTube. I made my account, I think, like 2013. I think. I'm not 100% sure exactly when I started or made my first channel, but I started YouTube. Like, the first videos I ever uploaded were gaming videos, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. When was that? Was that 2015 maybe? I don't know. But whenever that was, that's the day one upload, Call of Duty. And it was like a 10 kill freaking like highlight video that I made. I thought it was so cool back then. Like, the level of content and expectations back then compared to now, it's mind-boggling. Like, the stuff you can get away with back then and consider good compared to now is, can't even compare the two. Oh man. But we all got to start somewhere. But like I said, the first thing I started off with was gaming videos. I did that. My first 20 uploads on YouTube, if you guys want to go back and have a look, were just Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It started off, just team deathmatch, and then I did threw a little bit of, search and destroy in there. Then I really got into FaZe Clan and trick shotting. Then I uploaded, a bunch of trick shotting, private match. I wasn't good enough to do any public match trick shot, so it'd be me against some bots, or me and my clan back then, Frenzy. If you know. We would just get into a private match and just trick shot legit for 12 hours a day. And it was so much fun. Just looking back at how much fun creating content was back then. Oh man. Simpler times. But, after, that I came across, for those of you who know Casey Neistat. Now, Casey is probably one of the top 5 vloggers on YouTube, hands down. He doesn't really vlog as much anymore, but he could come back today and upload, and then it's like he never left. That's just how good of content he makes and how much of an impact he had on the whole YouTube scene and the vlogging whole side of things. So I really got into him, and anything that you watch, anything that you put yourself into, you kind of want to attempt it yourself. So I started to vlog. Like legit, my journey on YouTube has gone through so many different changes. I mean, gaming, trick shotting, same thing. Then we're on to vlogs. Now, I was obsessed with Casey Neistat. Like, I wanted to be a vlogger. Like, I think I went like 50, maybe 60 vlogs. Like, that's all I did. Like, the next 60 videos from like the first vlog that I made, 60 videos after that were just straight vlogs. Like, I was so into it. They weren't getting many views. They were probably getting like, what, I don't know, like anywhere between like 10 to 30 views. Some videos would do really well at the time, get like 60, but I was just enjoying it so much back then that I didn't really care. And I feel like as you grow on YouTube and you start seeing the numbers rise, like just settling for subpar, views, it's not good enough. Like, you feel like, all right, if I'm gonna do this video, it's not gonna do well. Excuse me, it's not gonna do well because I know that if I do this video, it's gonna do well. But I'm jumping too far ahead. Like all this that I'm talking about now is all gonna come. It's all gonna tie in. Hopefully by the end of this video. But like I said, so I uploaded 60 straight vlogs, and then when I started to burn out with vlogging, I was at like a massive I don't know what to upload anymore. I wanted to go back to gaming. There's like a specific video where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start doing what I want. I'm gonna start incorporating gaming back into my channel, because gaming is what I want to do on this channel. Even to this point right now, gaming, I want to be a YouTube gamer. Like, that's just it. Like, if you could ask me what's one content you wish you could make and be successful in gaming, simple. But it's tough. Growing in gaming is tough, man, because there's legit thousands of people making the exact same content as you. So for you to start from zero to get noticed, it's lucky. It's all luck. But I made that video where I was like, I'm going back to gaming, I'm gonna do this. And I did that for about probably a week. I tried to upload gaming videos, and I realized that compared to the 10 to 60 views I was getting on my vlogs, I was getting 5 to 10 views on gaming videos. And I was like, oh, okay, this isn't working. So I went back to vlogs. I've gone back and forth between so much content on my channel. It's crazy that I've gotten to the point of where I'm at now with 100,000 subscribers. Back then I was like, it ain't happening. I didn't think that I could get to this level, but we ended up getting there eventually. The journey there, it was a long journey. But yeah, so once I decided to go back to making vlogs, I realized that, gaming is what I wanted to do. So I was ultimately stuck at what I wanted to do. And I don't think I uploaded anything on my channel for a few months because I didn't know what to do. Then this is where things started to change for me on YouTube. For those of you guys who know the bro Tanner, the owner of this company right here, borrowed off my brother, shout out, he introduced me. He sent me a couple of videos of this dude. I think his name was Jay. Is it? I can't remember. Was it Jay? I think it was Jay. Yeah, I think it was. He did reaction videos. He would react to, those videos of those, and they're all in that little dance studio, and they're all all the dancers behind them, and they're the main ones, those videos I'm talking about. He would send me him reacting to those, and I was like, yo, this is kind of fun to watch. I was like, that's my first ever reaction video watching was that, and I'm like, yo, this is kind of cool. People like watching other people react to stuff. I was like, okay, this is cool. So we for the next maybe few weeks, he'd send me, we'd watch those, whatever. And then one day, I was like, gee, should I start doing reactions? And I think he was like, yeah, I mean, why not? What do you got to lose? And I was like, that's a good point. My channel, at that point, what have I got to lose? I had a total of 50 subscribers. with a total channel views of probably like 1,000 or something like that. So I was like, might as well. Now, if you're a part of the T Squad now, that's what we call my YouTube family, the T Squad, you'll think that, my first ever reaction video was to the PBA or something like that. No, that wasn't it. My first ever reaction video, I deleted it because it was so bad. I reacted to the top 5 or top 10 turn-ons. Wait, on Call of Duty. If you don't know what a turn-on is, it's like when you're like running one way, somebody shoots you in your back, boom, turn around, melt them. That's what turn on. I reacted to the top 10 Call of Duty turn-ons of all time. That was my first ever. Excuse me. That was my first ever YouTube reaction. Ever. Fuck, man, I've come a long way, man. Just thinking about that. I wish I didn't delete that video. I honestly wish I didn't, because I want to like go back and watch it. Because that's like the first one. Like I want to see the progress that I made from that video to the style of reactions that I'm doing now. Or was doing. So yeah, I started off on that video. Honestly, it didn't do too bad. I think it got like, for my first ever reaction, it got like 20 views, I think. So I was just like, okay, like I saw a little bit of growth in there. I was like, okay, cool. Okay. I didn't get any subs from that video, but like, I saw the views. I was like, okay, cool. So the next day I did another reaction video. I did, what was it? It was another Call of Duty reaction video. Like, I don't know if you can see like a trend here. Like I've always tried to incorporate gaming into this channel, but it's just never worked. So I did another Call of Duty reaction video, and that did well. I was like, okay, cool. And then I think, wait, what was it? I can't remember my next video. I think was it? Hold on, I'm trying to think. Oh no, I think I reacted to a Alex Iono video. Was it him? I think. I honestly cannot remember. Hold on, I'm gonna go back real quick and have a quick look. Because I can't remember what it was. Was it that video? I think it was. Hold on, sort by date. Oldest. As these videos, if you guys enjoyed this video, like these videos will improve. Yeah, so I did vlogs, gaming, gaming vlogs, back to gaming. Okay, yeah, it was the title of the video was The Voice of an Angel, Alex Yono, Say You Won't Let Go. That was the first video 3 years ago that my channel was just like 3,000 views to this day. That like, it's not much considering the type of views that I get now. Weird flex, but okay. But back then, anything like over 100 views, I was like, oh my, I made it. I'm in, So I think at first it was like, I got like over 100 views. I was like, oh my God. People were commenting. I was getting comments from people, like, oh my God, like I love this, this is so cool. And then like a few hours later, it was like 300 views. I was like, holy shit. Like this, like keep in mind, these were the most views I'd ever gotten on any videos. And then I think like after a week, it was like over like 800 or 1,000. I was like, yo, all right, bet. This is what I'm going to do. So then I started doing more reactions. I was reacting to Alex. Let me pull it up. So I reacted to Alex. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, so I did one video with Alex. That blew up and I was like, okay, cool. And then I think in the comments, somebody was like, react to the Victoria's Secret fashion show. Yeah, you heard it right. The Victoria's Secret fashion show. Those videos, who would have thought, who would have honestly thought that me reacting to Victoria's Secret fashion show would do so well? 3 years ago, my second ever reaction video has 21,000 views. It was probably like my fourth reaction, but like second on my channel right now, reaction video that I ever did, 21,000 views to this day. Blow my mind. So, I started doing that, and then I did back to Alex. Then I started, doing these little, like weird kind of reactions. Like, I did some try not to laughs, top 10 inappropriate kid shows. How many things can How many can you do? 10 things most humans can't do. Like stuff like that. And those videos weren't doing well. They were getting like, 500 views, 100 views. And I was like, okay. So then I reacted to a chick singing. And then, boom, views back up over like 2,000. So I was like, okay, so singing is, the direction I wanted to take. So, I started doing that, more Victoria's Secret, started growing my channel. Keep in mind, I was still I probably had like 200 subs at this point. Now, what really blew my channel up is the Marcelito Pomoy video. This video was the video that took my channel off. Like, if I did not react to this video, I wouldn't have grown like the way I did. Now keep in mind, before this video, the most amount of views I was getting was like, max was like 21k, but apart from that was like, like a 500, 1,000, 2.3k, stuff like that. This video, what was the views at on this video? 223,000 views, bro. I went from, I think, 200 subs to over 1,000 subs, just like that. I think, like, that video, boom, blew me up. And now keep in mind, Marcelito Pomoy he's a Filipino. I didn't know that at the time. I was like, okay, this dude, if you haven't seen the video, I highly suggest you go watch the video. It's absolutely insane. But I reacted to that video, and the amount of support from the Filipino community on that video was nuts. I got so many requests to react to some more of his stuff, and then before you know it, my main content on my channel became reacting to Filipino singers. And then I realized that there's a thing called the PBA, and once I tied those two together, I started growing an awesome community. Like, the T Squad is like, I'm pretty sure it's like 90% of my subscribers are from the Philippines, and the rest is like spread out. Honestly, probably the most welcoming, wholesome, loving people that I could have ever like had as a community. Like, I don't regret it, reacting to that stuff, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have this right here. Boom. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have this right there. So thank you for that, guys. Well, how long 20 minutes, and I haven't even gotten into like the main the struggles of YouTube. So I just want to give you guys a quick background of like where I came from, how I got to where I am at now. And so that's that. So we're going to get into the struggles, okay? All that, it sounded like there's a bit of struggles. The only struggle that I feel like you guys could get from what I was just finished talking about was that I didn't really know what to make. And that's the perfect segue into the first struggle of YouTube. Figuring out what content you want to make. It is so hard, okay? You go onto YouTube right now. I guarantee any of you guys right now, think of one thing in your head. Voice cracks. Think of one thing in your head that you really enjoy doing. Think of it. Sports, art, whatever. Just think about something that you would want to make content with. So if I was like me, gaming, cool. Go onto YouTube right this second. Type in, gaming, whatever game you're into. There's so many videos of it. So you kind of get, a little, what's the word? Like, shy? Not shy, but like, you kind of get like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't do this because there's no way of me growing with all the people that are already doing this. So you kind of sit back and think. It's just like, damn, now you're really, this is probably the least amount of struggle that you have to go through as a YouTuber, just figuring out what content you want to make, because like it's not really that difficult, but it is at the same time. So for me, it was like gaming didn't work, vlogs kind of worked, back to gaming didn't work, reactions, growth. Once I saw that first bit of growth, I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. Reactions, Now, the reason why I wanted to do it, did I want to do it for me, or did I want to do it because I saw growth? I wanted to make reactions because I saw the growth. Anybody on YouTube right now, your goal is to grow. You don't want to just make videos for nobody. So when you see videos doing well, that's what you're going to continue to do. Am I wrong? No. So I saw reactions doing well for me, and I was like, okay, cool. This is the content that I want to make. So I found that, it took me about 1.5 years to find the content that would help me grow and that worked for me. Like, it wasn't just like, a month or two. No, this took me like almost 2 years to come across reactions. But once I found that, I never looked back. Boom. I saw those first, 21,000 views on that video. Tunnel vision. That's all I wanted to do. I was like, okay, if I can get this from this video, why would I stop? It's just like, any smart person would continue to do that. So that's what I wanted to do. I was like, okay, reactions grows me the most, so that's what I'm going to continue to do. Oh, man. Now, this kind of ties into the first one. Once you find something that works for you, but isn't necessarily what you wanted at the beginning of your YouTube journey to be, once you find that first thing, you're going to have a difficult time in the long run of creating the content that you want to create. Unless you grow a community that is there just for you and not your content, then you'll be fine. But if you grow a community that's there just based on the style of content that you make, this is where a lot of the struggles come in. And it's kind of where I'm at right now. I started to cater to my audience way too much. I don't regret it that much. A little bit, like a tiny bit of me regrets it, but I started catering to them so much and getting sucked into doing what they wanted to see on my channel instead of doing what I wanted to do. I feel like today, if I kept uploading gaming videos today, I feel like it could have worked out eventually, but not as fast as I wanted to grow in my head. You get what I'm saying? So I got so sucked in, I was like, oh, they all want to see reactions. Okay, cool. That's all I'm going to do. I was lost, bro. That's all I did. I was consistently every day for months at an end. I think for 1 year straight, I uploaded every single day 1 video, 2 videos, sometimes 4 videos of just straight reactions. Was I enjoying it? Yeah, I was. But there was still a part of me that was just like, man, I still want to do what I want to do. But every time those views popped up, man, that thought kind of went to the back of my head. I was like, whatever, I'm gonna just keep doing this because I'm growing. I was like, oh, forget themselves, baby. So I kind of pushed my own wants and my own happiness to the side for views. And, it happens being a YouTuber and growing. You kind of lose sight of why you started. You kind of lose sight of what got you into making content. And that is making content because you want to make it. And I lost that. Yeah, so, if I could give any advice to anybody right now, and I mean this with all due respect and whatever, when you make YouTube videos, okay, or any style of content, and keep in mind this is coming from somebody who has grown his channel to 100,000 subscribers. When you make content, it is okay to do what your community wants because, if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't have a community, okay? So it's okay to, do the videos that they want, but please, I promise any of you, I beg of you, please keep it like a 50-50 split between what they want and what you want. Don't do what I did and just be like a full 99% of what they want. No, I'm not trying to come off sounding, ungrateful because T-Scott, you guys fucking know I love you. But I wish throughout the journey, even if I didn't have this to this day, I wish I would have incorporated more of what I wanted to do because overall my happiness would have just been a lot better. So struggling to try to keep a balance between what your community wants and what you want as a creator, you got to meet halfway. You can't just push your wants and needs to the side just for them because of growth. Like it's good, but in the long run, it's just gonna fuck with your head, and it's not worth it. Honestly, it's not. Like, I would happily, to this day right here, I'd gladly be at like 50,000 subscribers right now, averaging like 10 to 20,000 views. If I would happily be stuck in there, if I was able to incorporate what I want and what they want. Like, I don't mind. I just want to be able to grow a community at the rate. No, yeah, is it? Like, I just want to be able to grow them, like my community, in a way that, I want to do it. Yeah, that makes sense, right? You guys get what I'm saying? I'm just rambling on. But yeah, so please, if any new YouTubers, anybody wanting to do content, take it from me. Keep it like at a good 50-50 split of what, your community wants and what you want. Unless, what your community wants is completely what you want, then by all means do that. But if you're in my position where you wanted to upload and create a different kind of content compared to the content that's doing well on your channel, got to meet it halfway. It's the only way that's going to work for you mentally in the long run. Whew. Okay, I hope this is making sense to you guys. Okay, these may not sound like struggles to the outsider, but if you're a YouTuber, like how mentally draining that this all is. Okay, now I got like a list of stuff that I want to go through here. So the next one I have here is having a full-time job and trying to manage time between YouTube and work. So I had a job at Kelly Sports for about 4 years, but it was like a part-time job. I was working like 2 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the afternoon. So like I had parts of my day where I could just create content. Back then it was fine. Like I didn't have a problem trying to manage my time. But last year, 2019, in like April, I became full-time at Career Post. Delivering packages and stuff. And that's when my channel took a huge hit. Like I was growing, I was, growing 10,000 subscribers easily like a month. And then for the last year, like from April to like December, I was growing like 300 subs a month. Like my channel took a huge, that's still growing. 300 subs a month, that's heaps. But compared to where, I'm 10,000 a month, sometimes, even more. Shit was tough trying to manage time. Like I didn't upload a video on my channel for about like 6 to 8 months. Not one video. But the T Squad and all the videos that I already had made, it was still holding on, it was still generating enough views and subscribers to where my channel was growing, but maybe not at the rate it was before, but it was still growing to where like I wasn't a dead channel. Like I was consistently staying at like 100 to 300 subs or whatever, which I'm thankful for. So that was good. But it's a real struggle, man. If you're a full-time worker and you're trying to have like a full-time YouTube career, it's not likely. Like one of them them's gonna have to be put to the side. And I'm making more now at my job than I was ever making on YouTube monthly. So obviously I'm gonna push YouTube to the side. That's not my main source of income anymore. This is. So in my mind I was like, okay, I'm making more money than I was making on YouTube. YouTube can wait when I'm ready. But YouTube is just like that thing that you never want to go away. Like, even though I wasn't generating much income from that anymore of YouTube, there's still that part of me that just wants to create content, that wants to just make videos, put out videos, grow my channel, interact with, just want to do all that. But I couldn't do any of that because I was working 10 to 12 hours a day. And that's when I come home from work, I'm just tired. I just want to go to sleep, It's tough. So trying to manage between having a full-time job and trying to continue to grow on YouTube, it's not impossible, because I was doing it towards the end of last year, start of this year. I was kind of, making content, which helped me get over to that 100K mark. So it's not impossible, but it's just being able to manage your time correctly and, just not being lazy. So that's another struggle, man. Just, if for those of you who are, adults having a full-time job, it's tough. Like, it's really tough. And then you're getting people, where are your videos? We miss your videos. We're like, please upload. And it's just like, I really want to, but I can't because I just don't have enough time in the day to create as much as I want to create, edit, upload. Oh, man, it's tough. So that's definitely a struggle when you're coming from my position of everyday consistent, boom, upload, content, to just being like a video or two a month. Like, it hit me hard. That one hit me hard. So take that how you want to take it. I'm not saying it's impossible to grow with a full-time job, but it's definitely tough. So, this next point that I have could have been before the one I just made about having a full-time job, and that is deciding whether to try to become a full-time YouTuber. The reason why I quit Kelly Sports after 4 years was because I wanted to become a full-time YouTuber. Was it a smart move? Income-wise, no. But to grow my channel is the best move I could have ever made. I don't regret it at all. Because before, when, I was part-time but trying to become a full-time YouTuber, I was growing. But when I decided to become a full-time YouTuber, my channel, like, the consistency was so consistent that the growth was consistent with it. But was it I don't know. It's hard. Like, it's honestly a struggle. It's just like, do you give up what little income you were making? Because I was making at Kelly Sports, like, a week, I was probably making like, what, 400 a week, 300 a week, maybe anywhere between like 200 to 400 a week. That's what I was making. And for somebody who was still at home, I'm still living at home, but somebody who was living at home making $400 a month, didn't really have any bills to pay, like, that's a win. You know what I mean? So that money, I could put into equipment, monitors, webcams, microphones, headsets. I could do what I needed to do to benefit myself on the YouTube side of things. Now, what really made me struggle is when I decided to quit, because when I quit, at the time, I was probably making a month from YouTube, probably like $200 a month from YouTube. And that's a month, not weekly, monthly. Trying to survive off $200 a month. It was... Oh, man, I wish I was better at saving money back then, man. But it was tough. It was really difficult to try to survive that whole year of making barely anything a month from YouTube. Like, I shouldn't have quit. Honestly, I shouldn't have. I should have just kept doing what I was doing, generating some kind of income, and just doing YouTube as I was. I wouldn't have grown as fast, no, but I wouldn't have struggled. So, I guess that's another struggle you have to deal with. Like, do you want to sacrifice this for that? Or do you just want to just, continue what you're doing now that works, and just grow at a slower pace? And the type of dude I am, if I want to do something, I'm all in. So I quit. So I handed in my resignation, and then I started to do YouTube full time. And like I said, it was probably the stupidest decision to do, but also the greatest decision to do, because I grew. So it really comes down to the person on how much money you're generating from YouTube a month, and how much you think you could if you became a YouTuber full time, compared to what you're already getting if you have a part-time job. If you're not making any money at the moment and you don't have a job, upload consistently. Consistency is key. Okay, just upload every single day, same time every single day, and I promise you will gain subscribers. But yeah, deciding whether or not to become a full-time YouTuber or not, it was a struggle for me. Like, I really did struggle, because I went back and forth for a while. I nearly deleted my channel multiple times because I just I could go on for hours about my YouTube journey, but I'm gonna try to keep this first video not too long. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to give you guys just some of the struggles that I dealt with. Keep in mind, these that I'm listing right now, there's only a few of the main struggles that you have to deal with, being a YouTuber. But when you get deep into the core of being a YouTuber, man, the mental games that you have to deal with. Anybody who's close to me, who I talk to about YouTube, knows how mentally effed being a YouTuber has made me. It's tough. It was actually really tough. Now I know some of you guys who are still watching this are probably like, these don't sound that bad, Alright, well, you do what I did, and you deal with this and tell me it ain't bad, because of shit. Struggle, man. But probably the biggest struggle, okay, we're gonna try to wrap this up around right here, but the biggest struggle excuse me, but the biggest struggle as a content creator, YouTuber, whatever, is trying to deal with burnout while also trying to stay consistent. Burnout, if you guys are into the YouTube scene and you follow YouTubers, you know what burnout is. You know how many YouTubers talk about this. For those of you who don't know what burnout is when you're burnt out. When you've made so many videos consistently all day, every day, that that's all you do. You come to a point where you're just like, I'm over it. I've got no ideas. I don't know what I want to do. I'm burnt out. That's trying to deal with that, but also trying to maintain that consistency that works. Trying to force yourself every day to get up and make a video when you don't want to. I can't express enough of the amount of times I would wake up and dread with everything to make a video. There's so many videos on my channel at a certain point where my reactions were just so dead. I'm pretty sure half of those reactions were forced reactions. They were so fake, trying to me be oh my, it was so fake. But I knew that if I just kept uploading, I'd keep growing. And I did. I kept growing, but I paid the price, man. I was so unhappy. I hated YouTube. I wanted to quit. The amount of I don't know if anybody actually knows this, but the amount of times I've gone onto my YouTube channel, gone to the settings, and gone to the page where it says delete account or delete your page forever, the amount of times I've been on that page, just sitting here looking at it, just am I really gonna do this? I honestly can't count on my hands how many times I've been in that situation. But having a strong community that have made me realize, Now this is only like a handful. I'm gonna be real. Out of the T squad, there's only like a handful of them who are really there for me. Only a handful. And to you guys, and to you guys who are there just for me and will watch and support any content I choose to make, I love you guys. Because you guys are the community that I've always wanted to have. So, damn, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, sorry. So trying to delete YouTube. Was that where I was at? I don't know. I was going somewhere with that, but fuck. I probably just like lost my whole train of thought. Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I just fully just blanked out, man. But hit ass. Yeah. So overall, just being a YouTuber, man, it's honestly great, hands down. Like from the outside, what you see from the outside inside, that is ultimately how it is. Like it could be the easiest, most fun, greatest job to have. Make videos, edit, get paid. Simple, easy. Like what more, how much easier of a job could you ask for? But what people don't see is the mental strain, not only YouTube, but any job in general, but that being a YouTuber has. It's not just all butterflies and rainbows. Oh my God, you're having such a great... No, it's not. If you guys would like to know more about some of like the real like deep struggles that you go through, let me know down in the comments of this video. I think I'm going to upload this on my YouTube and on my IGTV. So if you guys would like to know more like deeper struggles on like a more like, personal kind of level, then I'll be happy to make that. But these are just some of like the main ones that I know that every single YouTuber has to deal with. This is more of just like the broader struggles, not really the deeper, but like, you got what I'm saying. So yeah, man. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. I hope I gave you guys a little insight to, what being a YouTuber is like, man. Yeah, it's fun, but just like anything, it has its downsides. And I hope all the ones that I've explained in this has kind of given you guys another understanding, another, outlook, another perspective. That's the word, another perspective on things. And, what being a YouTuber we have to deal with. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, podcast, sit and talk thing. Yeah, it's been your boy T. See you guys in the next one.